Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD for a very early episode of our daily stock market insights. And in this video, I'm going to cover the most trending stocks and just one stock that has been requested by Joytech. Joytech Pinoy channel. There you go. PHES. I'm going to review that for you. In fact, that will be my first stock to cover today. But before I get started, I'd like to invite everyone, if this is your first time to watch my video, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. Okay, so let's begin by understanding what is currently happening in our index. On our screen right now, you will see our PSEI, and currently I can see that we are sitting at a possible resistance for PSEI, and look at this here. We're very near a possible resistance, and I think a there are some signs of slowing down at the moment, given that while we are approaching the resistance area, your RSI is also giving us some signs or some weakening signals here. Look at this. While we are creating a double top, if there's a double bottom, there's a double top. RSI is already somewhere here. And like in the previous point, like here, resistance and resistance, but there's a big difference in your RSI. That means people are starting to hesitate in adding more uh, because it's already at the expensive side. But when I say index, these are the stocks, top 30 stocks in the Philippine market. So it's not representative of the stock you're holding, okay? Because it's a collective performance of these stocks. So we really have to check the individual stock. This is just giving us a view as to what is the current health of the Philippine stock market as a whole for our especially for our uh, big players. Okay, let's talk about PHES or Philippine Estates Corporation. Okay, so today ended red, but here's your resistance. Okay, there's also foreign selling, so that's giving us some weakness as well. But let's try to measure that. Okay, we want to measure it using our Fibonacci retracement because this could possibly be just minor pullback because not every day it's going to be a an increase in the price. Okay, you see this in our okay using our Fibonacci retracement. Plotted I used this, but let me just do this first. Let me try another one. Okay, if I use this point, then that's the first level is respected. But if I'm going to use this, I'm going to use this. Oh yeah, I used that, I think. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, I was right. Okay, so look at that. I located the lowest point here in the short term, and I used the body, dragged it all the way up here, and the first level is the 0.236 area, and this is it. Now, if this gets broken, the next area where we will be looking after or watching would be the 0.382 and then the zero point 0.5. See that it's respecting the MA20 line. So let's say by tomorrow, if this does not break, then chances are it is respecting this area as a possible area of bounce, and might see continuation right there. Just remember that while you feel that the stock is also bullish, there will be fluctuations like this one. Okay, but notice when it dropped, it's higher than the previous drop here. So if the uptrend is still being respected, then it will just create some higher lows. Um, but for me, the most conservative drop is up to the MA20 line. But if it crosses the MA20 line downwards, then that's going to be now on a bearish sentiment. Okay, so watch out for the 0.236 area or the 0.72 area. If that is not broken, then we're still safe. Now let's try to check out our ACEN over here. Ah, nice bounce for ACEN. So this is a solid bounce for ACEN. We now have a new support. Okay, this is our new support for ACEN, 8.14 level. So if there will be people taking profit and fluctuates or price fluctuates and gives you a chance very near 8.14, I think that's still a good area to buy some more. And I'm addressing this to, of course, our mid to long term holders, because technically, if you're a position trader, you could have already entered somewhere at the 7 peso area or close to that. Okay, right now this is already the level 4 mid to long term holders. But I, if you were able to read through the updates, which you can find here in the news section, you're able to read through those updates from ACEN. ACEN is a very promising growth stock because it's in the renewable energy sector, and they have so many projects here and abroad that they have launched recently. So we're good at that. Uh, you will see more noticeable gains in for the long haul, in the long term perspective. 8.14 is the nearest support. Nearest resistance, of course, we gotta watch out this level over here. I don't know if it is going to respect 941 or if it will respect the 10 peso. But that's the nearest resistance I can see, which is still very promising. BDO. BDO currently pulled back because we have uh, increased. Okay, we have increased with, let's see, let's try to measure that. From here to here, that was a solid 16% gain for you guys. So the MA20, notice here, MA20 is again respected. Very solid indicator, MA20 line. So you might want to ask, what's my indicator? I use Bollinger Band, and then the settings, I just did not change that. I used the default settings. And in the Bollinger Band, the center line is an MA20. So I think we just have to monitor this stock. There's a big chance that this will respect this new support, previously a resistance right here. But because we managed to break out of that, what this is doing right now is retesting the previous resistance and establishing a brand new support around that area. Okay, our RSI is still looking healthy, somewhere at the mid 50s. Yeah, 50s level. Okay, notice when it touched the MA20 line, there was a wick because people felt that that's already, a good area to buy, especially for a long-term holder. Up all the dips or the dips that you experience would be your opportunities to add more volume. Let's take a look at Ali. When I talked about tech, I wasn't able to talk about tech yet. So ACEN, BDO, and tech. I missed the first one. Okay. Um. So yesterday I was able to cover tech as well, but I said I think I'm we might still see some reds here, and I mentioned, I think I tried to use a Fibonacci retracement as well, because this is an uptrend, and then in an uptrend, there will be some pullbacks that will happen. Yesterday, I used this level because those were the highest points. But today, what it did was, of course, it did a gap up and then tried to create a. No, it did a gap up, but the overall sentiment was going down because people felt that it's not yet ready. So it just simply validated this area. Now we have this new high and validated this level. So two things can happen here, right? It could respect this, or it could break down some more. People might be taking some more or profit, and these are your key levels to watch out. But given that it stopped here, so there's this slight overshoot on the 24th of June, but for several days now, this level, it looks like this is being respected. So chances are we might see a bounce happening soon, stabilization happening here. I just know that the X date for SRO is on the 2nd of July. So there could be a big possibility that, if the company wants to have higher SRO, they could maybe we might experience some big players, institutions, or even insider tradings that will happen to push the price even higher, right? Enticing more people to buy, right? And then come SRO date, the price would be, who knows, 750 or 8 pesos. And then uh, people will be more enticed to add more, given that the price that we're pegging at would be anywhere between 450 to 750 if I'm not mistaken, right? So that's my inference. They will push the price higher so that come X date, the SRO price will be more attractive in the eyes of the investors. So this could be a possible area of bounce if you come to think of it. Okay, you can also, if I will remove this, you can even do, you can create this. There you go. That's your uptrend channel. So if you can also make that rule that if it breaks that channel, then you might want to consider taking profit, or you will not enter because it's going to go down. So currently it is respecting that channel there. See that it's just moving within that range. But you can opt to also add that Fibonacci retracement because it also looks valid. Next is Ali. Ali, we just have to be extra careful because looks like we are triggering a movement below the MA20 line. But sometimes, it can overshoot. So if there's another red, then that's not looking good. Our outlook here is for as long as it respects this MA20 line, then we're good. Tomorrow, don't even have to wait for the entire day. First 30 minutes, most likely if you see more red sentiment here, then chances are it will go back to this key level, this area, that area. Okay. Because remember, I was talking about the index earlier, and the index is somewhat giving us some signs of slowing down, and Ali is part of it. So we might also experience Ali slowing down a bit. So yeah, so just look at that. Monitor first 30 minutes of the day. If there's another red, chances are it will go back to 35.72. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. My battery is low bad. Uh, I hope you all have profitable trades later today. In the meantime, thank you for watching and bye bye for now.